am live. Oh, that's great to know. Hi, I am Dr. Mike with drmikesemporium.com. Let me pull this up right here. On the Instagram, we are Dr. Mike's Emporium. That is all things Dr. Mike-ish. How about them apples? Awesome. So pretty much tonight is a weekend update. Why are we doing a weekend update? We had a fun little trip. And just want to let everybody know, kind of, it's going to be sort of a different kind of show tonight. Yeah, it's going to be kind of a weird one, but you know what? We'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy it. So this weekend, I happened to take a little. Hey, all right. I see Cassini is online. I see Rick is online. Awesome, fabulous. If you're online, hey, just give us a hello and a howdy ho. Matt, oh, good to see you, sir. And Michael Dixon, awesome, great. Okay, so I had the opportunity to take a little quick trip, and I decided to I went up to Tennessee, to Knoxville. I have a couple of really good friends, Rosanna and RJ Foster up there, and decided to take a little road trip. And yeah, this is going to be a slideshow kind of, conversation. Hope the music is okay. It's not too loud. Hey, Amber, good to see you. Sorry I missed you over the weekend, but we'll make sure to get your products and stuff to you soon. All right, so let me drop this up there. There we go. So Travelotter and I hit the road on Friday, and we're driving along, and I come across, I know you can't see the mouse, but I'm just kind of pointing at the Powell Road. We were driving along, going on our way up to Knoxville, Tennessee, and I found this place called Powell Road. And if you remember from a while back, Lee Powell is a gentleman that we met. We've known him for a long time, but we met him up at Ernie's reception up there in Kentucky. And I took a picture of that. And I think Lee now has that as his cover page for Facebook because hey, you got your own street sign. The funny thing, though, is that street sign is hit with buckshot. So I thought that was pretty funny. So after that, making our way up to Knoxville, we stopped off at the Amazing Bakes. Whoop, there we go. Amazing Bakes Bakery, and picked up a couple of those wonderful thumbprint cookies, and right around the corner from RJ's house, which is the little picture in the middle, that is a 1800s Victorian manor. And RJ is preparing for Halloween. They love Halloween. It is Serenity Matter. It is a haunted house, and they kind of do everything up for Halloween. How cool is that? And so he's got, if you look on the front of the building, or of the house, they have all these little signs that they've created. And RJ has put in Dr. Mike Cobb, join us every, should be Tuesday and Thursday, but we've changed it from when we started to do this for our quote unquote live shave from the grave. So I thought that was pretty awesome for him to do that. Thank you very much, RJ. So they had been talking about going to a certain facility. They thought that I would certainly enjoy it. And if you happen to have read the blog from today, you know what I'm going to talk about. But before we went there, we stopped off at the Great Smokies Flea Market. It is a huge established flea market up in Seaverville. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And the really interesting thing there is that they have everything. They have, blankets and sugar gliders, and you can buy gold there, gold chains, and you can buy all kinds of wonderful things. We do have a blog. Where to find the blog? The blog, if you happen to go to our homepage on Dr. Mike's Emporium. Hold on, I can do this. Wait, I can do this. You can go right to Dr. Mike's Emporium, right? And look under the home button. There is news and events. You can find out where we're going to be, and you can find out what Dr. Mike has on his mind. How about that? We do have a blog, and I usually post there on Mondays. Today was Tuesday. I'm a little slow. But back to the flea market. We go back to the flea market, and yeah, I know I'm going to get burned for this one. I can tell you right now I'm going to get burned for this one. We ran into a gentleman. His name is Rob, and he has a beard care shop. And of course, Dr. Mike, being the Dr. Mike he is, we stopped by this beard shop and tried out got some products to try out, and we're giving them a run through. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Stiffies beard wash and beard care. Yes, Stiffies. The gentleman's name is Rob, and he has a beautiful white, he has a white beard and a big white mustache. And it turns out that this gentleman, let me put that, there you go. He went to Science Hill High School in Johnson City. He's located in Johnson City, Tennessee. And one of the cool things is because he went to Science Hill High School, my original band director, Tom Stites, hey Tom, went to Science Hill and taught there for ages and ages. So it was just this small world event, and I really, really enjoyed that. Yes, Stiffies beard care. So as you can see there, he has it's a citrus kind of fragrance foaming beard wash, and I actually used it right before showtime. And it's very, very, it works very well. It's 2 pumps, dunk, dunk, and you get a good amount of foam, and it lasts. I mean, you can see that's going to last forever. And then the other product that he has, let me get that right there, is a pre-treat or an after-wash care. So it's a sort of a leave-in conditioner. And I thought it was really interesting. We're going to give that a try. We're going to see how it works, and maybe we can bring some Stiffies to Dr. Mike's. But in regards to Dr. Mike's, we do have stuff like the Parker Beard Brush and the Parasso line of beard balms. That's the Cypress and Vetiver, the Azure Lime, the Wooden Spice, stuff like that. So, we also have the Wonder Beard line. So you've got your Fresh Mint beard wash, you've got your Fresh Mint beard conditioner. And if you're taking care of your skin, do the sexy jazz voice when you talk about Stiffies. Oh, okay. But no, if you're taking care of your skin after you shave, or even just general skin care, especially in the summer, the Rescue Potion, and I keep trying to point to everything with my mouse, and I know you can't see what I'm doing, but it's the Rescue Potion. We have that from Zingari, man. That's a wonderful product. Yes. Okay, you boys. All right. Did Mike just say that Stiffies last forever with a couple of pumps? You know what? It just might. There you go. All right. Hey, speaking of RJ, because we're talking about RJ today, and his lovely wife Rosanna. So let me pull that back. Okay, so managed to go to the Great Smokies Flea Market, which was incredible. I had a blast. It was great. It was a wonderful, wonderful way. Thank you very much. It was my chance to get R&R, and Rosanna and RJ were just adorable and taking care of me. And now we're going to talk about the place that they thought that Dr. Mike would really, really love. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring this up to you. This is the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. And yes, for the longest time, I thought it said Bushy Mountain. That's a whole different penitentiary, a whole different place altogether. It is 1896 is when they started. This is a penitentiary. It's like a big, serious, maximum security place. It's located in the mountains in sort of like a bowl of fish, there's mountains on either side. It's an amazing place, full of history. Yes, it's a penitentiary. It used to be. And the cool thing is that RJ and Rosanna thought that I would love it, and I did. It is awesome. It was the home of James Earl Ray. It was that. But guess what? Hold on. At this location, they have a phenomenal, and gang, you would never expect to have a great barbecue restaurant at the penitentiary, but they really do. The warden's table, it is a wonderful thing, right? Don't worry, we'll take care of you about the bathroom, boys. Kissing you. Good gracious, you kiddos. The Brushy Mountain, they have this wonderful restaurant, had smoked turkey, they had ribs, they had all the kinds of wonderful things. Fabulous, mac and cheese and stuff. Just think about it. But they also have a really, really nice distillery where they make whiskey and moonshine and vodka. And yes, I did pick me up a wonderful couple of bottles. I got a bottle of the vodka, and I got a bottle of the apple. No, I got a peach cobbler moonshine, and I got the butterscotch because someone in the household here loves butterscotch. And of course, you always want to make sure that the jail door does not slam behind you when you're at the time. Is the Whiskey Works the drive? I would say that it is. I would say the moonshine is as well. Plus, you get to do, I don't have a picture of it, but they do, for $5, you get a 5 samples of it. But the really, really wild thing, and although this is, you can see the liquors or the moonshine. They have a Bloody Mary mix. It's wonderful. You can really go to town in this place I mean, even if you went for just the restaurant and the distillery, fabulous. It's worth the trip. But if you are into history and if you are into all things, that there are things that really, really, it's a little spooky. It's a little dark. They have a tour you can go through of the facility, and it was closed a little while ago, so it has not been. They're not really keeping it up into the the state of care that it is. There's some places that are kind of falling apart. Nature is taking over. So in the upper left-hand corner, you can see that's the original facade of the building, right? And then the hallway there is where when you walk in, that is where you are taken through a series of doors that it is the spookiest place ever. Yes, in order to make this a Dr. Mike's tie-in, there is a barber's chair in a cell like that. And that's where the prisoners, hey, Steve Walker, good to see you, sir. That's where prisoners would get their haircuts and whatever. And I think that's pretty wild that they would have that service there as well. There's a laundry there that the folks in, I think it's Petrus, Tennessee, they could actually get their laundry done for free from the people incarcerated folks. Let's see, what else do we have here? So that was wild. Okay, so, and if you remember, James Earl Ray was a person who was incarcerated here, and he escaped. And James Earl Ray, back in June of '97, managed to fashion a ladder of sorts. You can see in the bottom picture how the top has a hook that reaches over the top of the wall, and it was a 10-foot climb over the wall. He got out, but I think 3 days later he was captured again. So it's just amazing. It's so full of history that it was such a great visit. And I mean, you think about, when your friends say, oh, we want to take you to a prison. It's like, okay. So with, yes, there are ghosts. They do ghost tours in the evening. And I tell you, it is, it's a spooky place even during the day. We were there about 5-6 o'clock, and it really, really was. I mean, when you're walking through there, you could definitely feel there. It's 4 stories tall, and it is just serious. There's, I had a ton of other pictures I took. I mean, I was taking pictures left and right. I have tried the moonshine. I tried, oh gosh, for $5, let me get that camera right. Let me get this bike. For $5, you get, you can do 5 samples, and it's 80 proof is the moonshine, or all the flavored, they have a variety of flavored ones. They have like a cinnamon and then apple pie, and they have peach cobbler, things like that. But they have one that's called Scared Straight. That's 120 proof moonshine. I didn't try that one. Their whiskey is really nice. It was very smooth, even for, yeah. It's definitely, I would say it's worth the trip. I would highly recommend going. Just, I mean, you have a place for food, you have a place for drinks and fun, and you have an opportunity to look into the history of this wonderful place. I know RJ was talking about a lot of motorcycles and like the 4-wheelers and the Jeeps. There's a big loop that they go on, and it's a lot of folks will, they start off on the far part of the loop, and then as they come around, when they end up, it's right there. Actually, I tell you, Randy, the moonshine, it is very smooth, and it definitely has a kick to it, but it is not like when you see the folks who are making corn mash out in the field or in the mountains. Yeah, I think we might need to take a work trip, a Dr. Mike's trip, maybe even a Dr. Mike's meetup at Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. How about that for a fun little trip? So, but I'll say last but not least, I don't want to bore you with my little slideshow. I mean, I hope you enjoy this, because to me this was a tremendous vacation for me. It was a moment to kind of clear my head and get back to things. But I'm going to show this. That is our friend RJ, and we had just walked out of the prison, and that is RJ Foster from Serenity Matter. You see, he has a great shirt that says Serenity Matter. Does all kinds of wonderful things. An amazing maker, leather crafter, costumer. Does all kinds of things. They have a really neat antique booth at a little antique shop in Harriman. And so I am very proud that I have friends, RJ and Rosanna, and all the folks up in Harriman who have taken great care of Dr. Mike over the past many years. And I look forward to many, many more years of traveling up to Harriman and taking some good quality time up there. But with that, I'm not going to bore you anymore with my silly stories. I came home and had no problem driving home. It's like a 3-hour drive from Harriman, Knoxville, all the way. RJ, you're a wonderful gentleman. Thank you very much. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, okay. You know what? Maybe we can get together sometime. We can all share this moonshine. It's a wonderful, really good stuff. I know you folks like to see me in prison anyway, so. But it's really good sized bottles of things, really wonderful stuff. Oh, I'm supposed to remind you of. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, last but not least, I have a couple of the Shoney's Big Boy Mix. Okay, they're little characters for Shoney's or Bob's Big Boy or Frisch's Big Boy. How about them, right? Hey, Simon, good to see you. Oh my gosh, Simon Cowell. And I happen to put them on the new shelves I have in the Dr. Mike's, lair back there, the shave den. And apparently when Kay was taking care of April, Mrs. Dr. Mike, she found, thank you, Simon, you're very kind. This is not our usual performance, by the way. Yeah, they had some. They were there. I had two of them. I had one, and then I made a joke and put two of them up there. And apparently, they really disturbed Ksenia when she was staying here, and she ended up creating some sort of backwoods country rap, country star backstory. So, she's very creative, and we thank her for that. So, very well done. Applause to Miss Ksenia. So, with that, folks, please take care of yourself. Okay, I'm gonna sign off here because it's getting too weird. So, all right. So, with that, I will say, take care of yourself. A quick day trip or even a 2-day trip is totally worth it to help clear the cobwebs from the old noggin. Make sure to take care of your friends. Like, hey, if you've got some good friends, reach out and say hi to them. Like, so we've got a couple of folks here that I haven't talked to in a while. Simon, good to see you. Good to see you there. Rick. Oh, by the way, before I go, Rick Abercrombie, we went to lunch at a Dave Poe's out in Marietta. If you are a barbecue hound, go check out the Dave Poe's out there in Marietta. It's totally worth it. Really good food. I had a really good barbecue time. So it was a great barbecue thing. So that was fun. Got to spend some time with friends. And that's what it's all about. I would say so. So with that, we will say good night. And we will see you Thursday at 9 p.m. here on Dr. Mike's Shaving Emporium. All right. So I will say good night. See you then. Boop. Got to find the